Now, what's this elevator hold? It's quite a big one. And it brings us to more pools of corrosive stuff. And then, yeah, one of our things is over here for the electric fling. How do we get to it though? Maybe all roads will lead in that direction. Who's making noises at us? Sounds aggressive. Sounds almost like raptidons. Trash them. Okay. Even the rooms themselves are filled with trash. And a piano. Playing a jolly version of the menu theme. It's kind of cool. Garbage processing log. Right, so someone's just been promoted to head garbage processing officer. The previous officer fell into the feed chute. Okay. So they're a chemist. And they're now working down here. I'm sensing a certain amount of sarcasm in this. The operating manual's covered in bloodstains. Let's see. The sprat got into the hopper. The emergency stop does not work. Right, so by day 19, any attempts to be positive about the job have gone. Yeah, at this point, just lost all will to be nice about anything. Compacted a marauder's corpse into a tiny cube of meat. Started lobbing sprats into the hopper. Just wants to crush everything down to a tiny cube at this point. Okay, now they're saving up the most hazardous trash they can find. What if I just dove in there? Mine crew is still after me to clean up their little accident. Done with this log, done with everything. Okay, so yeah, they didn't really enjoy their job. They were here for 275 days at least. Although there were moments where they were thinking of just throwing themselves in the compactor. Yeah. It's not worked out well for them, all told.
Tell me about the production of adrenotime, Dr. Ambrose. I hear Compound X is a unique challenge to work with.
It's temperamental. It must be refined under tightly controlled circumstances at tremendously low temperatures.
Do you compound it with anything else? Tell me more about your refining process.
Oops. We'll come back to that in a moment.
Don't mess with us.
Our audience is conversant in the sciences, very detail-oriented, so don't be afraid to get technical.
Last time I met you, you spoke like a groundbreaker builder sprat. Why the sudden airs? And such specific questions? Does your minder know what you're up to? Does he suspect you're a spy?
Pardon me.
Right, so Georgie's been talking to Dr. Ambrose. It feels like we should have found some others first, based on that conversation. But we've gone straight into the follow-up. Now, that'll bring up another lift so we can get to the lower parts of this area, perhaps. But over here is where we find our phonograph. It's sealed again. Chem lab, lower exterior. Ah, so this is another way into the chem lab. Very well. Then we've just got this bridge over here, and then the lower section, perhaps. A cave? Yeah.
Someone was doing research right near the dump? Ugh. Smells something awful.
Yeah, it does. Now, The Exhilarating Adventures of Archibald Excelsior, issue number 4. After narrowly escaping the clutches of Buff Hardman, Archibald has a heart in turmoil, a broken PET, and no time to rest. A Colossus lays waste to the maximum security penitentiary. Hardman returns. Excelsior must face down 2 devilish foes at once as lava encroaches on all sides. But then a chance lightning strike ignites the pet, gives the Ace Exterminator a fighting chance. Very well. Birdie Sharp's datapad. Hi, Dr. Kim. Let's see. So Dr. Kim was down here, I guess. Your propellant solution is blocking Virgil's completion of the package's metal casing. Would you come visit me? I'm in the little office just outside the top level exit from HIA. So yeah, we know where Birdie's office is, I think. We've been there. I don't know how any of this relates to anything else that we're trying to do right now. But that's cool. Now let's have a look down at the lower area, see what's going on down here. I imagine it's just a bunch of horrible enemies and whatnot. So there's the elevator I called down from above. Is there anything of merit down here? Or is that just another way back to our elevator that takes us out? Okay, I think we've discovered everything we need to down here. Let's go back to the SMC lower exterior. And now maybe we'll try and make our way to that llama-shaped rock to get that out of the way. It does feel like a lot of this is blocked off to us until we've actually done part of the main quest. But it's blocked off in a way that we can get to the places, we just can't open them up until we press on. So let's do that, let's press on. Let's definitely not get distracted by another cave. Right, so that brings us over to here. So it's a slight detour, again, this cave. But Marauders need to be shot in the head, so it's all good. Is that one? Yeah. Yeah, I've got one over there.
Captain, look out! Nice, Captain!
Second time's the charm. Oh! Didn't realise you were right in my grill. I thought you were one of the crew. The last one is going to poke the head out, maybe? If they could do it before my time runs out, that'd be grand. Or are they going to just stop there? Okay, they're just stopping there. Crew will get them. Flamethrowers continue to do a great job against everyone. A Frostsaw soldier. Mantisaurs, but frost. Very well. That's technically a new enemy type, I guess. I guess the primals were as well. Because they were primals, but corrosion. A Shiver Pillar. That sounds like a Pokemon. There's a Frostsaw soldier.
All together, yeah! Way to go, Cap!
I feel like flamethrowers might be useful against this lot.
There sure are an awful lot of marauders on this abandoned asteroid.
This reminds me of the punchline to a joke I heard once.
Alright then. So, OCI, we've arrived. We're near the llama-shaped rock. Is this a checkpoint? Fast travel location discovered. Good. So, let us start with the llama-shaped rock, perhaps. So we'll go around this side. And yeah, there are, in fact, more marauders. That's one fewer.
Come out and play!
Yeah, get dead. You can get dead. And then Pavati should get that last one. Come on, crew. Why are they looking all weird?
Everyone all right?
Were they on some drugs? Maybe. 77 armor. on that power armor. What's the crew got armor-wise? 34. 19. Well, there you go. Have some new armor for Varty. That should keep you going. I guess it is worth looting the occasional enemy. And a champion tossball blocker. Better even than a pro one. A defaced Moonman helmet. Is that... Yeah. I wonder if we should put that on and then go and speak to probably Carl. I wonder how he'd feel about that. Right, so there's a whole Marauder camp over here. But yeah, why are there so many Marauders? Did half the scientists just end up getting hopped up on Adrena time and turned into Marauders? There's a bunch of mines, actually. I should be more careful. No, I'm sure there was a guy over there.
Down.
Yep, they're onto us. Right, you're a bad. Get out of it. It's kind of hard to see what's a bad and what's not. You're a bad thing. You're a bad. There's one over there. Oops. Yeah, crew can mop up. Come on, crew. Mop up. We've discovered the worker domiciles. Alright, sounds like Pravati's not having the best of times, but I think we've got the job done. I think everyone's dead, and it could be just be a loot fest around here if we wanted to go around and scoop up everything. Oh no, there's still an enemy.
That's the last of them.
Good. Well done, crew. So I don't know if we want to waste too much time looting around here. But we probably want to at least look in each room, just in case there's anything going on, because there was a panel behind... We still haven't found that, have we? A panel with a safe behind it, and then a bunch of Adrena time. Light machine gun Mark III. I mean, that's worth it. Light machine gun Mark II for Ellie. Oof. So I haven't found a flamethrower Mark II. Oh no, what am I talking about? We have apparently picked up a flamethrower 2.0. So Pravati hasn't even been doing all the damage she could have been doing. I mean, the Iconoclast armor's cool and all, but it just doesn't live up to the weight of that one. And that one, it's medium only, and it's still hugely more effective. Oh, have I got that bug again where I can't take off people's armor? It happens every now and again where you can't swap armor, and then you go out and back in, and then you can. It's odd. Light. That's light. It's 26, and it's ranged weapon skills. Whereas ours is 21, and it's medium. So let's switch to that light stuff. We really need a better helm as well. I mean, the Moonman helmet is better. Intimidate and Lie are improved as well. Much going on up here. Armor parts. And a way out onto a roof, where we find the hunting rifle Hyper. Is that way better than our current sublight sniper rifle? Damage 456 per shot. That's significantly better. So maybe we're going to need to change guns. Although looking at it, yeah. Even our hunting rifle ultras are better than our sublight sniper rifle. Curious. So I feel a workbench sooner rather than later would be a good thing to find. Invented Mark IV helmet. Medium. 54 armor. Heck with it. We were only a moon man for a couple of minutes, and now no more.
They're in my sights!
Oops. I didn't realise I triggered another group of foes.
They won't try that again.
There appears to be a second set of worker domiciles over this side. Deadeye assault rifle. 2. And then a repurposed low pressure suit. But we are... yeah, we're already at weight limit again. Now let's see. We're going to sell those. We need to keep that because we need some sort of iconoclast armor for a quest later. And then that was iconoclast as well, wasn't it? Grenade launcher 3. Woohoo! Yeah, we are definitely picking up some cool new weapons up here. It is worth a trip. And now let's go find our llama-shaped rock at last. I think. Hope. Ouch.
Hard to imagine people living here. Guess that's true of any company town, though.
What happened to all these people?
I mean, some of them became marauders, and some of them got marauded. Llama rock discovered. And there's a package. I'm not seeing why it looks like a llama or anything like that. Which is the bit that looks like... there we go. Captain Babbage and crew, from a friend, handled with care. So that's definitely the package. But yeah, how does this look like a llama? Oh, there we go. Yeah. If we come down here and look up. Yeah. There's the ear. There's the face. Big long neck. It does indeed look like a llama. First mate was correct, and the captain was a bloody idiot. Now we've got an elevator, which leads up to a little bit, perhaps. Or does it lead back up and out? Is this... oh! A Marauder Stronghold. And a new level up. Which is going on Persuade. Now, what's this Marauder Stronghold got to offer? My guess? Marauders.
Nice and easy. Here we go!
Oh, didn't even kill that one.
Nice one!
Cool. Blam. Killed that one though. Are you coming into view? Oh, it's Charles from accounting. We were warned about him. Down he goes.
Don't mess with us!
Now, Charles from accounting. Another defaced Moonman helmet. Special delivery. A science weapon. A heavy science weapon. Originally designed as an experimental mail delivery tool. And now it's a grenade launcher. Excellent stuff. Well done, Charles. And then that's probably the highlight of this area, right? Little cave. Shot cannon ultra that we don't really have the weight limit to deal with right now. A safe that we don't have the lockpicking skill for. Cool, so I guess that's all there is over here. Although,
up on...
Guess his luck ran out after all.
Wait a minute, is this... Yeah, it's Lucky Montoya's bod. Okay. Maybe we can afford to carry his pistol.
I've stumbled onto something big. Bigger than Minnie Ambrose's journal. Spacer's Choice wasn't making Adrenatime for humans. They were making it for canids. The ads were all smoke and mirrors. There's no way they'd make something this dangerous for people. But why? To build an army? Like in the Archie Excelsior comics? To make them smart, so they can do most of our jobs? To make them smart and give them thumbs, so they can do all of our jobs? Only one way to find out.
Right. Okay, so Space's Choice was actually dosing up canids. That sounds about right for them. And now where's this elevator going to bring us out? Somewhere up top, obviously, but let's find out where. So once again, Space's Choice being a devious bunch of assholes and ruining everyone's lives for the sake of profit. Now, where are we at? We've got a building there. Is that one we can get into? It looks like it from the map. Canid Sparkler.
Here we go!
Electrified canids. That's not what anyone wants.
Nice one!
I mean, canids will go down easily
Everyone all right?
to plasma damage. So Pavasi's flamethrower saves the day, for sure. What's going on up here? The executive suites. This is where the bigwigs lived. Good to see that things worked out for them about as well as they worked out for everyone else. But there's a door. Is that the door I was looking at, or is that a different one? I guess it's a different one. And now we're overweight again. That's the door I was looking at. Is it sealed from this side? Yeah. The upper exterior. So Raquel is our next target. Drop off this llama package and then back to base for a workbench. Still got that little building to explore. And maybe there's a side door around here that we can access, or maybe it's on a different level. Yeah, it might be on a different level. Let's go see probably Carl.
Scared?
Let's deal with these marauders. What are you doing in my face? Any more? Ah, we're concussed, I think. Hence the glowy effects and the loss of our weight limit. But that should clear up, right? Bloody annoying in supernova difficulty. Things like concussions just don't clear up until you go back to the ship and sleep. So you get into one fight and then you have to go back and sleep. And then you get into another fight and you have to go back and sleep. It's more annoying than it is challenging. Let's maybe put on our Moonman helmet again while we chat with him. Hey, Carl.
Get away! Away, you milky white monstrosity!
No. I don't think I will.
You think you're tough? You wouldn't know tough if it landed on you and started a thriving colony. Go on, get. You tell that spherical son of a bitch that if he wants to harass me, he comes down here and he does it himself.
Okay, so there was an effect there. I'm glad.
Like I told you, I ain't doing business with no Moon Man underling.
Cool. Didn't really do a lot, but it scared him. And that's the main thing. We're not a Moonman.
Pacers! Choice!
How's your Moonman problem coming along, Carl?
He'll get his. He comes after my job? Oh, he'll get what he deserves. At any rate, how can I help Spacer's Choice help you? Target demographic?
Excellent. And actually, we should probably pop back to the ship and drop off some of those weapon parts. I think we've picked up most of the fast travel points around and about this map. Oh yeah, first things first, let's pop down and speak to Raquel. So let's go to SMC lower. More marauders. Are they respawning?
Here we go! Yeah! Good job, Cap!
They might be respawning. Let's see. Pop that one in the head. Pop that one in general. And then if we let the crew finish them off, we'll get the bonus XP. Lovely. They must be respawning, because this is the way we came first time to find Raquel and the captain. And Rex. Who may or may not have had a head injury when the ship landed, or he may have just always been an idiot.
Llamas?
Now, Raquel.
Any luck tracking down that llama? Technically, it's the package I'm after, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, we get it. Here is a parcel.
That's it! Oh, I can't wait to rub this in my dumb captain's face.
Yeah, this should be entertaining.
See here now? What's all this talk about?
We got the package. And guess what? It was where I said it would be. And this fossil? It's not a llama. Not a llama at all.
I believe I owe you an apology, First Mate.
Ah,
What?
It's true. I wouldn't know an alpaca from a raptidon, and as a captain, that's a mark against my good name. Can you ever forgive me?
Llama.
I don't know what to say.
I'll start. Thank you, stranger.
so Captain knows that he's incompetent. I mean, the good captain does know when to admit they're wrong, so well done for that.
I suppose she's right. Maybe I was too quick to dismiss your leadership, sir.
First Mate, let's say we put this awful business behind us with a round at the Sprat Shack. First one's on me.
Llama?
Here's my cut. I'd say you've earned it. And here's a little something extra for your time.
Oh. Pleasure was all mine, First Mate.
Be seeing you, and thanks again.
Llama!
Llama. Cool. It's all worked out for the best. And they're hopefully going to make their way back to the Sprat Shack without getting eaten by marauders. And now we need to make our way back to the Unreliable.